literally life has been trying to kick my ass, like real bad. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute. Your girl has been going through it. She's been going through it. So this is gonna be short and sweet, or at least I'm gonna try to make it short. Y'all know I love to talk, okay? This is gonna be a short and sweet catch-up video while I do my makeup to get ready for work. And yeah, we're gonna make it short and sweet. And then obviously, you know, as always, if you guys have any additional questions, any additional things you guys want to see me do, let me know. Try to hold me accountable, check in with me, and I will try my best to get back to being consistent, because you guys know I've been slacking, but like literally life has been trying to kick my ass, like real bad. So first things first, I have a new job. I am back in retail full-time. I work for Philip Plein. Technically, I work for Plein Sport, which is Philip Plein's other brand. It's his athletic brand. It's very like luxurious athletic, comparable to like ASRV or Lululemon or Alo. And so I've been working there for like almost 2 months now. So yeah, I've been trying to adjust to being back full-time working in retail. And yeah, the struggle has been real. I would say the biggest challenge is definitely being back, standing on my feet for 8 hours a day. That's definitely a challenge. But yeah, so that's one new thing. I had gotten into an accident. Thankfully, it was minor in December. And so that had me like down bad for a little bit because, you know, as you guys know, or may or may not know, I was doing Uber while I was freelancing for years, since like 2021 pretty much. And yeah, getting into that accident definitely put a hindrance on the income that I was making. The car wasn't like too bad, but it was bad enough where like you shouldn't be trying to pick up anybody with your car looking like this. And then obviously like insurance stuff, and then my car was in the body shop, and then it was like a whole thing. And so that was annoying too, because the guy had told me that, you know, he thinks that my car was only going to take like 2 weeks, and he took longer, which was like annoying. Because before I brought my car to the body shop, he was like checking in like every other day. When you come in, we're going to take good care of you, blah, blah, blah. And somebody I know like referred me to this body shop. So, you know, and I also like looked it up, because you can refer me to things, but I'm always going to like do my own research. And so, yeah, they had great reviews. And so, you know, I told like my lawyer, hey, this is, you know, where I want to take my car. Boom, boom, boom. Drop my car off. Then a week later goes by. I check in. I had to pay for a rental out of pocket, by the way, because I didn't have rental on my coverage, which I didn't know. So going forward, I'm definitely going to fix that. So that was also annoying. But yeah, I check in like a week after I drop my car off, and he's like, oh, insurance just came yesterday to look at your car, so we just deconstructed it. My car was sitting there for 1 week. 1 whole week before insurance came to look at it and deconstruct it to see what's actually wrong with it. So that pissed me off. I was like, bro, I'm paying for a rental for a whole week where I could have been driving my car. So anyways, so boom, 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 I ended up getting my car back. But during this time when I didn't have my car, I was just pretty much going through mental battles, especially because work was slow, like creatively. And so I pretty much was doing a lot of just like sitting in the house. It was bad. And then it got bad to a point where I was like, you know what, like maybe I might have to pack up and move to Florida with my mom. Like maybe my LA journey is over. I had been applying for jobs too for like months. Basically, I was applying for jobs like all of 2024. Seriously applying like for like 6 months and was not getting anything. And so I was like, well, maybe this is time. And I had applied for Philip Line like 3 weeks before they actually called me and offered me the position, because, you know, I went, they loved me or whatever. And then he called back maybe like 2.5 weeks later and was like, hey, well, he texted first and was like, hey, I have a position available. You know, if you are interested, let me know what your rate is again. And then I was like, okay, if I'm going back to retail full time, this is my rate. And so then the day after I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna pack up and move to Florida with my mom, I got the call the day after. And I was like, thank you, God. This means my LA journey is not over. And that was just like a big blessing, because, child, I was going through it so bad. Meanwhile, obviously, I ended up just like falling super behind on bills. And that was also frustrating. So, yes, we're back in retail again full time, and it's kind of fun. The brand is independent, so it's a little bit different. And the designer, he also doesn't do like a whole lot of like marketing or anything. So like not that many people know about his brand. So that's kind of interesting, just seeing like who pops up. And then we don't get a discount, which is also kind of strange, because I'm like, this is the first time I've ever worked for a retail store that you don't get a discount for. So that's new. And what else? Yeah, just been trying to like create new balance, trying to like wake up earlier, go to sleep earlier so that I get enough sleep. Just trying to have like a good balance, because work-life balance is like super important to me. And yeah, we are not out here in these streets or anything, but right now I am just, you know, living in the moment. Also praying, hoping, and waiting for my husband. I don't know, he out there somewhere. He might not be in Los Angeles or California or even in the United States. So we'll see what happens. But, you know, I be praying, and I'm trying to be patient, trying to trust the process, trying not to make mistakes that I've made before. So a lot of people get kicked to the curb very quickly, because where I'm at right now, back in the day, probably most likely did let, you know, people in when they look at me in like a lustful way. But now I'm like, please don't look at me in a lustful light, because you're not going to come over here and get anything. So if that's what you think you're getting, get to stepping. And so, yeah, we're just out here trying to make better decisions, trying not to continue to learn the same lessons over and over. What else is new? Again, setting boundaries, personal boundaries, you know, both personally, professionally, making sure that I know my worth, not letting anybody just take advantage in any way, shape, or form, standing in my no's, because your no's are powerful. Just, you know, I'm a lover of people, and I always want to be helpful, and I always want to be there for people, but I've gotten like walked all over like so many times, and then people end up like literally not appreciating it. So I just end up cutting people off with love, though. Like, I'm such a lover girl that I'm never going to do anything in a hateful way. And even the people that I've cut off, like, if I see you, you know, I might wave at you, keep it cute, and that's pretty much it, because you're not going to get the same access as before. Yeah, I feel like that's it. Still kind of like, you know, if I get auditions and stuff from my agent, or if I'm looking myself and I see something that makes sense, then, you know, I'll submit myself and see what happens, because we get our schedule on a monthly basis, so I pretty much get to see like what my whole month looks like. And then, you know, if I need to switch a day or something, you know, if somebody can switch with me, then they'll switch with me. vice versa. So I've just been trying to create some good balance and still making sure that I'm trying to create as much as possible still, but also making sure that I'm not overworking myself or burning myself out. Because if you guys don't know, I'm burnout queen, and I have burned myself out so many times before. And so yeah, we're just trying to make good decisions, trying to create some nice balance. I'm trying to think if I've worked on anything cool recently. Not that I can think of, but I also started going to this improv class that happens every Tuesdays. And it's nice because I'm still not really at a point where I can pay for classes yet. And so this improv class that I go to, it's free. And so whenever I can go, I make sure that I take my ass over there so that I can learn from my peers, learn some good techniques and things. Because, you know, the more you learn, the better you can be at your craft. And so, yeah, we're just, you know, keeping it together. I actually have to do a voiceover audition right after this. And that's like one of my last tasks that I have before work. But yeah, that's pretty much it on the catch up. I didn't really have the energy or the strength or the mental capacity to do videos before. And I've been thinking about it where I'm like, you know what, girl, like, get these videos done. You could just do a quick one and then maybe start off with quick videos. And that way you can continue to be consistent that way. Maybe like a quick video every week or every other week, just kind of like doing a catch up, or, you know, hey, come with me today to do this, to do that. I haven't gone to any cool events lately just because like work and stuff. Work's kind of been killing the vibe, but, you know, got to get these bills paid. So I'm not too mad at it. But I think that's pretty much it on the catch up. I wanted to keep this short and sweet, and we've gone on for a little while now, so I'm going to let y'all go. And if you guys have any questions, want to see anything, any questions about, you know, what I'm doing, what my plans are for this year, let me know. Holla at your girl. And also, if you're watching this video and you see anything you like on PlyingSport.com or Plying.com, holla at me, because I can shop for you and we ship anywhere in the world. But until next time, thank you guys for catching up with me. I love you guys.